Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is the 5th of July 2021 and as you can see it's a bit different today. Glenn asked me if I'd drive him, because he doesn't drive, over to the reservoir because he's off this week, and he wanted to go and look at the spot that he likes to go fishing because he's planning a couple of days over there at the end of the week. And I've popped into the local town. Keep me sticks, hang on. Into the local town to pop into a couple of charity shops. Didn't get anything, but you saw I got a video of the book section, and then on the way back I popped into this the most gorgeous garden centre. So I've popped all them at the beginning. So we will be leaving soon. I've texted him to let him know I'm back, and I've got me knitting obviously in the car, because you don't go anywhere without your knitting, do you? And then this afternoon it will be back up in the little workroom. So and I'll show you what I've been up to this week, but I just thought I'd get a little bit of a clip of what's been going on today so far. So I will see you all soon back home in the little workroom. So bye. Well, hello, I'm back, all fed and watered. It is, oh gosh, is it really 25 past 1? What I forgot to say this morning was this is episode number 69, and anywhere that you can find me or anything that I mentioned today is going to be down in the description box as always. Okay then, it's been a bit of a different week. The crafts that I had on the go, I weren't enjoying. I really weren't enjoying. The only thing I was enjoying was James the Duck, which is the amigurumi from the Pick-a-Pal book. So I thought this is just, I was just sitting there thinking, I don't want to do any of those, and oh, what one do I do now, and oh this, and I thought, right, now this is ridiculous. So on Saturday, was it Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday I thought, right, now this is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I have literally got rid of, or frogged, or put away the bits that I weren't enjoying, and I have started new. And I thought, you know, this is supposed to be a joyful pleasure that I have in my life. So this is exactly what I have done. So you're going to see two new things with a bit of explaining. And I have a fully finish. I have all my hexagons covered with the fabrics for the sale that I'm taking part of. What else have I got today to talk to you about? I have got one naughty, but I did do a little clip of that last week, didn't I, at the end? So, but you're going to see that in detail. I have two people this week that have contacted me and sent me photographs of the what have you been up to section, which is really nice. And then right at the end I just have one item to show you that went into the shop on Friday. There was two, but one of them got posted off to their new home this morning, so I will show you what one there is left, which is still in the shop, which is a new item, a new design. So yeah, I said to Glenn when I come up with it, I went, oh, it's worked. So I've definitely got to make myself some of these. Okay then, right, so we might as well just hop right in, shall we? So I'm hoping to be able to get down to the charity shop sometime this week, but we'll see how everything goes. Right then, let's hop right in then, shall we? So first of all, let's have a look on my little notes I have here. I have done all that. Okay, what we will do first is I am going to show my patchwork. As you all know, on Sundays I make a quilt block for the quilt that I'm making from the Laurie Holt's Farm Girl Vintage Book 1 at the moment. I haven't yet gone into the number 2. I keep saying I'm going to, but then I keep finding blocks. So this week is the barn. I am just so excited about this block. And that is my barn. So now I have got the farmhouse with a sheep, and now we've got a barn to keep the sheep in. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. I just used a tonal that I had in with the red, and this is a grey with a very light white little polka dot on it. But no, I'm really, really happy with the way this has turned out. So it's another block. I think this is number 14, I think. That's actually of the quilt, and I've got the strawberry all cut out ready to go for this week. So yes, really, really pleased with that. And yeah, so I've done that. So the other part of the quilting is the naughty, so I'll do that at the end. Right then, okay, so let's go down to the knitting and the cross stitch. As I said at the beginning, I just weren't enjoying the two projects that I had on the go. It was I don't know, I just don't know what it was about them. They just weren't a pleasure to do at all. I weren't finding a pleasure. So what I did was, as I said, you know, either put them away or scrapped, you know, frogged them down and started something that I was interested in, that was bringing me more pleasure. So we'll start with the knitting first. Right. So let's get these yarns out. So, oops, so I can show you exactly what I have used. There is the, oh yeah, that's it. Oh, I panicked then. The pattern I tucked in my little notebook. So, right, okay then. As you all know, I had in my mind to try and do the Curious Handmade Knit Vent 20. I had to think then, 2020, the cable socks. I've done the hat, I've done the big cowl, and I really, really would like to have done the socks. And I did say I've tried them before and I made a big mistake. And I had my heart getting them done this year. It still might happen. So I got some yarn. I got the Super Sock Cashmere from Rico. I got the pastel shade. And then I ordered, oh, didn't I? I know I kept it. Oh, there you are. So then I ordered to go with it a, which I've never used before, I will say. It's a Cascade Yarns, which, as you know, I've used the 80, no it's not, 220 for jumpers and stuff like that. But this is the Cascade Heritage 7525 merino. And this is, well, this was actually really just a coincidence that I'd ordered it, and then when it actually came with the invoice and with the name, and I thought, my gosh, this was really, really appropriate. So this actually, the one I ordered is actually colour 5646. Now this is the pastels, and then it's got a little bit of orange, like a peachy colour just there. So I went and ordered, it's called Pumpkin. I know, I can't believe it. Actually called Pumpkin. So, and I got the, as I say, I started it and that cable just didn't look right again. And I'm not making excuses, and I don't know if it is because I go round the other way. So when they're saying but at front and back and front, you know what I mean? Back and front and back. I obviously do it the other way round, and that just did not look right. I've made jumpers for my Rebecca when she was younger, and cardigans and stuff with cables all over them, and it worked, but then that's knitting in straight in it. So I don't know, as I say, I ain't gonna fully give up on this, but I just weren't in the mood for it, and it just weren't coming out right. So what I did is I frogged it all back, and I cast on yet again another pair, and I love this pattern. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I have made so many of these. It's only a two pattern repeat, 2 row repeat even, and it's one of them is a knit. So you know what I mean, for beginners this is absolutely perfect. And it is called the Vanilla Latte socks. It's just got a little rib just gone up, it's gone all the way round and then just up on the top of the foot, and it is absolutely brilliant. The pattern is by Virginia Rose Jeans, as I say, and it's the Vanilla Latte. And I cast this on Saturday evening while the football was on. You know what I mean. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I mean, I am really, really loving it. And I am you know, enjoying making this, and it is just flying now. So, you know, I think I've made definitely the right decision on this one, and I know I have on the second item. So I have really made the right decision on this. Just want to be cozy. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying those socks. But yeah, hop over for that pattern. If you've never knitted a pattern sock before, that perfect. Right then, now let's go into the cross stitch. Now, as you all know, a few weeks ago, I brought from the Patchwork Rabbit this beautiful pattern. You pay for the pattern. No, you don't. I got this wrong last time, didn't I? You pay for the 3 threads that you need for the pattern, and the pattern comes free. And it's obviously a Little House Needleworks. And it's called the Little Snow. And I am... I don't know what it was. I just kept miscounting and... oh my gosh. And then, oh, first of all, I remember the fabric I chose, I was going to do it on the oatmeal. The white never showed. Then I miscounted on one of the houses, so I had to unpick all that. Anyway, very well worth getting from the Patchwork Rabbit, I will say, because the price for it is absolutely brilliant. So what I did in the end, I thought... on Saturday, because it was like a decision and finishing day for me on Saturday up here in the workroom, and I have actually made what I had done so far into a little pillow. So then that will go down with my other display, and I've got this fabric on the back, and I did the Hands-On Designs Kathy's version. So slit the back, and there is another piece of fabric on there with Bonder Web or Heat and Bond. Heat and what's the other one called? I can't remember. But yeah, you know, anything like that will stick to it. But yeah, so I finished the little pillow, and I am actually happy with the way it is now. So that is a project all done and complete, as far as I wanted to do it anyway. Right, now sticking with the cross stitch. As you all know, I have been doing the Flea Market Flowers by Laurie Holt. You know, it started off as a big stitch along, and then, I don't know, I just weren't happy. I'm not happy with the way it looks. I'm just not happy with it at all at the moment. So as they say in Vloshtube world, it has gone in the naughty corner. And yeah, so I'm going to left it there. And I've got my one out, which is in my embroidered bag that I made, that I'd already kitted up. And, you know, and I've got all this kitted up ready to start. And then the flower market came out. So then I waited to get the flower market on, and then thought, well, I'll do this. Because normally, as you know, I am a one person, you know, I have one pattern at a time when it comes to my cross stitch. And I've never ever, all the years I've been stitching, had to put anything away because I just weren't enjoying it. It's just really weird, this one. I don't know. Well, anyway, this was gifted, this pattern, from a lovely viewer with some other bits and bobs. And this is Plum Street Sampler. And this is the Count Twice, Stitch Once, which... if you look at it and you look at my other stitching and also my quilts and anything really, I've always said from the beginning, I am more down with my tones. I'm not not a bright coloured person. I like mine more tonal, and that's probably that Flea Market, the fabric. I don't know if that's enough to tone it down for me. That's what I'm thinking. Now I know that, oh, what's her name? Oh, I'm going to say the wrong one. Oh, dear me. It's the Country Stitches, is their floss tube. There's Liz and... oh, my gosh, I can see her face and everything. Well, that she always goes down with the Laurie Holt. And I'm sure on one of their floss tubes they have actually given the threads that she has used, because hers looks lovely. It really does, with the colour she's chosen. So I might give that a go after I've done this. You know, I might actually change the threads and see if that makes any difference for me. So anyway, yesterday afternoon, as I say, I had this all kitted up and all ready to go. And you can tell this is more my thing, is because I started this yesterday evening, and then we paused for tea, obviously, and then I picked it up, and then I was stitching away on it all yesterday evening, and look how far I've got already. I've done all that already. I'm on the lady's skirt. I've got to fill in the back stitching in here that she's holding, and so I've got to fill in the skirt, put on her little shoes. She's got a little body and a face and that. So basically yesterday I managed to get these bits done, this done, and that done, and more than half of her dress. So I've got that and that row at the top. Obviously I'm going to put this year's date because it's really good, because actually on the, where was it? Oh, here on the back, so I can't show you. On here they've actually got a number chart, so you can write down what year you want, which is really good. So yeah, you know, and say this is an evening's work, so it just goes to show, really, doesn't it? It really does, and I am really enjoying this. Now when it comes to the threads, I only had a couple in stash, actually, because I have written in pencil. I don't write in ink. I had 4 of them I had. So 1, 2, and 3 of them I didn't. That was it. So I have actually popped in some over dyes. So let's have a look so I can try and tell you. Okay, yep, so that's that. Yep, that's right. Okay, yeah, here, oh, so we're near. So this one, the red, should have been DMC 918 barn door, and I have used the red, the Lancaster red instead. One of them should have been the 580 avocado, and I have used the, which is a funny name, Dye Works Scooper Nog. I have used that one instead. And so the other one must be this, the Pebble Beach, yes, which should have been the Cocoa Bean 3021 in DMC, and I have used the Pebble Beach. So the others I actually did have in stash. Yes, I did. So yeah, so it's really, I'm really happy. So you never know, I could quite easily have this finished by next week if I can do that in an evening, because I'm going to go down and do some stitching after I've edited this. So yeah, so I'll get that done, and then perhaps, as I said, I will literally, to be honest with you, I just enjoy doing these, and I've got a lot that I've been gifted to me that I would like to actually get done. So I think I'm going to stick to doing some little ones now, and perhaps go back to the flea market, probably look at, and it's bugging me, her name. And I know Teresa, because she watches as well, she's going to be screaming at that at the television, ain't you? It's Liz and I can't remember. Oh well. Okay then, right, let's have a look at my little list. Right then. Okay, beans, we're actually just finished on the patchwork and the cross stitch. Last week, just as I was getting ready to do the editing, the postman came, and from the lovely Claire from the stitchery at Stitchery Dorset, my friend and I, Teresa, we ordered the new, and I mean the brand new, Laurie Holt Kaleidoscope book. And Claire at the time, I don't know if she still is, she could be, it's a week later, she could still be, the first person to get this in the UK. And you know, we'd already ordered ours. Oh, we ordered it, came in Friday, and I got mine Monday. It was amazing, and this book is brilliant. Look at that quilt block. But what I like about it is, let's see if I can show you something without giving away. It's also got a cross stitch pattern in there as well, so it's cross stitch and quilting, which is absolutely brilliant. But she does, and she's given can I show you that part? Given like the threads, DMC threads, how many skeins you need, and look at those cushions for her for the quilt block. and there's the cross stitch in there. So yeah, anybody interested in this book, hop over to the Stitchery at Dorset, and well, it's called the Stitchery Dorset, and it's brilliant. She gives you all different color variations, you know, so you can do, where was it, that's the actual block. There was a color variation in here. When it comes to the quilt blocks, she has done a 12-inch, 18-inch and a 24-inch finish for cushions as well, and you can use them in quilt as well. I know there was, which I thought was absolutely, see, I can't show you. Well, I suppose I can, it's not giving away anything. So there you see, it's all different colour variations. So here you've got your lavender, summer, forest, ocean, cranberry, which is obviously the Christmas, and sunshine, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So that is actually for the cross stitch section, so you can, you know, really get a lot out of this book. It is lovely, so I would definitely recommend this. Okay then, right, so we're ploughing through, but I'm trying to be as quick as I can because I've got obviously the video at the beginning. Now I'm going to do the lovely section, so what have you been up to? Okay then, right, so 2 people have got in contact with me during the week. The lovely Sue and obviously Claire. No, it's not. It's Sarah. Let's start that again. Dear me. So 2 people have got in contact with me. Lovely Sue and lovely Sarah. Now, Sue has specifically told me, I have got to mention, I've written this down, Sue, okay, that I have actually inspired her to do this, and she hadn't crocheted for 40 years. So I inspired her to get her hook out again, and she has made this. Now, what a beautiful bag. Isn't it lovely? The colours are absolutely amazing. And it looks like what I knit crocheted is the Lucy at the Attic 24, her you know, colourful shopper. And no, Sue, you have done an amazing job. Not crocheted for 40 years, you've done well. And now she can't stop, bless her. Oh dear me. And the second person is Sarah, and she has made this quilt top. It's the quilt top. It's not completely finished and quilted, but it is the quilt top. Isn't that amazing? It actually was a sew along that was held by the Fat Quarter Shop. I don't know when, I must admit, I don't know. She never put that down, but no, I think it's beautiful, and I can't wait to see it when it is actually all quilted and got your binding on and everything. But it is a beautiful job. Well done. So there's the 2 people this week that's got in contact with me and asked me to, you know, show what you have been up to. And this is a section, as I said, where, you know, I always show what I've been up to. I always do. Obviously, that's why I'm here. So, but I like to see what you've been doing, you know. So, yeah. You've got to get in contact with me. You can either get in contact with me via the email, which is going to be down below in the description box for Little Workroom Crafts, or private message me. You know, find me on Instagram. I'm Little Workroom Crafts, and you know, private message me, send me a photo. I just screenshot it and then obviously, you know, put it up on the screen. So, you know, we all want to see what you've been working on. Right then, so a bit of exciting news as well. On Wednesday, it was the 1st. No, it wasn't. It was Thursday even. The 1st, because obviously Christmas in July. It's been, start again. There was a sew along held by Molly and Mama, which is Lauren, ever such a lovely lady. I've been communicating with her as well, and she has launched, which, you know, it's only a week. You know, you can pop in any time and do this. You go over to her Etsy shop and buy this lovely pattern, and it really is a hefty pattern. It's really good, and you're making the night before Christmas stocking. Now, obviously you pay for the pattern and then, you know, you print it off and whatever, and then you sign up after you've got it to say that, you know, you've got your pattern and so on, and you want to take part. And then every week you get emails via her with also further instructions to help you. So any beginners would be absolutely brilliant with this. And also she has you know, like videos as well, which she will do. Now last week there was so much that she wanted to talk about that she actually sent us 2 emails. So it's not just the pattern and the sale. And obviously with the hashtag, which I can't remember, I'll put on the screen, the hashtag, you know, we're all communicating as well with each other. There is a couple of us, well, there's 3 of us, 3 or 4 of us now, that are private messaging each other on Instagram as well. So it's really, really lovely. So this week we had to get our fabrics and cover our hexagons, which we have done, like so. I have gone for what I had in stash, so it would be traditional and that. So yeah, and they are sitting waiting for the next stage, which is obviously sewing them together. And yeah, so I'm really, really enjoying it, actually. I really am, and I can't wait to stitch them. I'm just thinking, like, I want to get them stitched, you know, I just want to get them stitched. So yeah, so anybody that still would like to take part in this, then, you know, go over and do it. It really, really is good. I would love to say, actually, on Saturday evening, before the football started, I decided, because there was nothing else on the TV or nothing else, you know, that I had to do, to what's her name, start with some of my messages, answering my messages on YouTube. And so I got 3/4 of them done, and then I went back on Sunday to do the other. I think there was about 4 left, and they've disappeared. Completely disappeared on me. I don't know what has happened. So if you haven't had a reply or a heart from me, it's because I haven't got the messages. Now I know for a fact one of them was my friend Teresa, and another friend of mine, it was Jeanette from Crafty Claire Creations, because I know that she'd messaged to say that she did this last year and it didn't get finished, so she's going to bring it out again and get it done. So I do apologize, but I just don't know where the messages are gone. I'm really, really sorry. Also, as well, you have been amazing. I would like to thank everybody that has supported me with my new pattern that I released on Thursday, obviously Christmas in July. And wow, I just couldn't believe it. I really, really couldn't believe it. You're just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see some of the trees when they're done. So please, when you get them done, send over photographs so we can show them, you know, but yeah, please, you know, when they're finished, send over some pictures. I would love, and so would everybody else, love to see them. Okay then, right, I think that's everything this week on the crafting front. So anybody that isn't interested in my shop news, I would love to thank you ever so much for coming and joining me this week, and I will see you next week on Monday as always. And so stay safe, take care, and happy crafting. Bye. Okay then, right, so let's get this over. This is a new design. Okay, because what I have always had in mind for absolute months, and I mean months and months and months, is a shorter but larger project bag. And I kept trying to get it, and I couldn't get the corners right. It ended up too tall for what I wanted, and all this, that, and the other. So anyway, on, must have been Thursday. Must have been, yeah, because I uploaded on Friday. I don't know what, if I had a different frame of mind or what, I don't know, but it clicked. And so it is dumpy, box bottom, but it's long. You've got your pocket inside, but this time, because it's a bit longer, I have actually done a double pocket, but I have stitched down, so you've got 2, a large one and a small one. And as you can see, it's a drawstring, so you can fit a lot in this bag, absolute lot. And also, these bigger ones have not got a wadding in them. it would have just been too bulky, I think. So it has actually got a heavyweight calico, which is making it stand up, you see. So it makes it stand up. But so yeah, I will definitely be making more of these, you know, in different fabrics and so on. So yeah, I can't wait to get myself a couple of these, because, you know, they'd be ideal for, you know, your sweaters and big shawls. If I'd have had one of these when I was doing my honeycomb shawl, it'd have been perfect. Yeah, so yeah, so this is the one that's left in the shop at the moment. Also, fingers crossed, on Friday there will be an update. Everybody know on the normal thingies, you know, things. Instagram, Facebook, you know, I can't remember what it's called anyway. So yeah, and yeah, so they'll be going in the shop on Friday. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I've got most of it done now, so I reckon that you know, I'll hang on till Friday, so it's only fair on everybody. But yeah, okay then. So that is it for today. All I've got to try and have another cup of tea after being out this morning. It's really weird. It feels like you escaped a bit, don't it? But yeah, I'm going to go and have a lovely cup of tea and sit down and do some of my stitching. So I'll see you all on Monday, as always, next week. So take care, stay safe, happy crafting. Bye.